Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Hopefully I won't get interrupted again by yelling and all that, even with the door closed. I did this video earlier and I didn't get interrupted then. I was just blabbing too much and used the whole 25 minutes on my card. So I decided to do this in two parts. Right now I'm going to show you the page that I did for lesson 1 of Soul Food, and then my documented life. This book right here I'm doing is going to be holding the Soul Food lessons and also the Journal 52 challenge I'm doing. We just got the prompt from midnight, I think, on Monday, well, early this morning for Journal 52, and I already started it. So I'll hopefully finish that tonight. And so the first lesson was taught by, in Soul Food was taught by Miss Dell, and I used the Canson Mixed Media journal, and I just cut the paper to the size of the book, and I think it was like 6 1/4 by 8. And I tried following along on what she did in the lesson, with the exception of, well, drawing a face and also using a jelly plate. I don't have one. I don't think I'll plan on having one. So instead of using a jelly plate, because jelly plating has been around for like a year or so, and monoprinting's been around for years, centuries. So I used a plastic sandwich baggie. So, but after doing that and doing some other stuff, I didn't like how it was looking. So I took some ivory craft paint and painted the whole page down, and then used some purple craft paint and the stencil, hexagon stencil that Fiona sent me, and then some Punchinella and Spring Delusions. I think it was London Blue that I used, and then bigger Punchinella. Both Punchinellas I got from Gouache Alchemy, and I used white craft paint for that. And this stencil is from Andy Skinner. It's called Hippie Chick, So Me. And I just flipped it around so her hand is this way. And I didn't do anything for a couple days, and then I decided to add the person to the page like Miss Stella did and everybody else in the lesson did, because I was just going to do words and leave it at that, because I'm a beginner at drawing and faces. I'm still practicing and I'm still not good. Still got my eyes uneven and bigger and small, anyway. So I just did the body, and this is Die Cuts with a View tie-dye, and it's the 6x6 pad that I got at Big Lots, and I really used that because it was up here. I didn't go down and get my container full of scraps. I did today, but anyway. So glued that down. I drew legs, I drew arms, her face, or her head and her hair, and I painted her hair with pearlescent watercolors from Artist Loft. And when doing that, I reactivated the blue from the Delusion spray, so she has a little blue tint in her hair, and that's fine. So that's that one. And then the other page is going to be lesson 3 of Soul Food that came out today. I'm not even going to attempt to lesson 2. It's a cool lesson, but I'm not the world best drawer, and that lesson, it's all about drawing. So anyway, on to daily or documented life. I originally was gonna do the first week's prompt on the front, but I decided not to. The tabs are, and I have them here. I punched my We Are Memory Keepers tab punch using a couple of the papers from that tie-dye paper stack in the 6x6, because that's what was up here. And I glued them together. Well, first I glued this one on one side, and then after that it was glued and dried, I glued this one down, because as you can see, it is single-sided. And I wrote January, and as you can see, I didn't do the whole thing, because, even though I am hoping I continue this, I may, still may fall off and stop doing it. I glued the first month in, and then originally I was going to write down, or just draw the lines and do the days of the week, but then I realized I wouldn't be able to get all 7 days on one page, so I printed from a PDF to daily or weekly pages. So I printed them out, printed 4 of them, and I alternating 1 week. There's 1 week, and I did attach them with washi tape. And this one, it happens to be from Doris, and it's not really good. It's coming up in some spots, and I have to glue them down. I have to glue a couple pieces down. And I also used washi tape from the Dollar Spot from Target. So I made like little tip-ins, and normally one side, the right side is art journaling with a tip-in, so you can do actually journal, and the other side is the planner. I did the opposite. I put the daily planner as the tip-in, and that I was supposedly journal, but I'm not going to do that. So this is week 1 door. Because I was going to do this on the front, but I decided not to. I used Ivory craft paint as gesso to cover up this page because it was ugly. Then some Dylusion spray with the brick stencil and some Punchinella and some more Dylusion spray. I didn't like it because you couldn't really see the layers. So I used white craft paint and the brick stencil, and you can see the colors from the spray coming through. And then I had this door stencil also from Jean, and colored it with Crayola markers. And then the sentiment is from a magazine. And then week 2, I started some writing. And this prompt was selfie, and there was no way I was going to take a picture of me and printing it. So I drew myself. And you can also write words describing you. Again, I used the tie-dye paper because that's what was up here. And I know her legs are longer than each other. The heart, I took some printer paper that had gibberish on it because it was messing up when I was trying to print something. Folded it in half, took that one half and folded that in half and cut a heart and trimmed it up a little bit to make it a little neater. Then used Dylusion's bubblegum pink spray and the Ditto spray. Crumpled it up, put it in a ball, and then uncrumpled it and dried it with a heat tool, and then hit the high spots with black Memento ink pad and also the Antique Bronze Starburst stain. That's another brand, Antique Bronze Distress Stains. And then glued one heart on the floor, and then she's holding the other half of the heart. And because I cut it as a broken heart. And then I wrote down some words: funny, crafty, friend, secretary, because I'm not a secretary, but online. That's what my online friends, that's what they call me. Daughter, artist, humor, love pink, blogger, lonely, brokenhearted, and unemployed, no life, YouTuber. You know, you have to take the good with the bad. And I colored her, the skin tone, and the hair first with regular Artist Loft watercolors, and then I went over that with the Pearlescent Artist Loft watercolors, and that's it. So I'll be back with the Small Delusions art journal, which will probably be tomorrow because it's getting dark and almost time to eat. So thanks for watching.